Spirit Over Flesh LLC is a wellness-based business where we do it through words. I'm the founding director. It is a Black-owned, woman-owned business that was founded in Ohio, but that can serve the world through virtual sessions, either by phone or video conference. We have a conversation. We always have a 15-minute consult where we just make sure that I learn a little bit about you, you learn some about me, and then we schedule some time to be intentional about your wellness journey. During the time, it's about education and empowerment. You are your own best doctor from within. So I'm literally someone who is just intentional in the space and drawing questions out of you to get you further on a wellness journey. Sessions are typically starting at $80. But if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're going to go ahead and take 20% off. It's about getting you well so that we can well. Like Kuchaglia and Ujima, collective responsibility. So grateful for the opportunity to support you in watching. If you're interested, go to my website, spiritofleshllc.com. There's a button that says Let's Connect. Fill out the form, and I'll get right back to you. Again, that's spiritofleshllc.com. I look forward to supporting you in your wellness journey, healing through words.
Are you heading out of town or have a special occasion? What about birthdays, anniversaries, or reunions? Get the best deals and inexpensive rental car rates, mid-size sedans, compact cars, and more. We have a variety of fleet vehicles to accommodate any and all of your rental car needs. Make a reservation today at your local budget rental car on Hamilton Road in Whitehall. Call 614-863-7500.
My sister Karen and I own Two Natural Sisters. We've been in business for 5 years, and we sell a line of natural bath, body, and candle products. Let's take a look.
Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram, at Two Natural Sisters. All items that are in stock will be shipped within 24 to 48 hours. As a promotional item, we offer a CD of Black romantic poetry of self-love and coupled love, and 50% discount on Sister Locks, Brother Locks by consultant Sapphire Donetta Ohio. If you have any questions, you can reach us at customer care at twonaturalsisters.com. Enjoy and happy Kwanzaa.
I am the owner and creator of Madeline Gin. Madeline Gin is best described as a celebratory art experience that exudes hella blackness. Initially, the company was founded to provide a luxurious but affordable art experience, and has since transformed itself into something a bit more spiritual. By walking in what I believe to be my truth, I've been able to get in contact with my ancestors and use my platform and my art, my gift, to tell their untold stories. I do that by using different textures, by utilizing different mediums, colors, and just making things pop out so that it's open for interpretation. I love creating, and I can't wait to be of service to you. Thank you.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I'm a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
The Purpose Driven Society is a Black-owned, woman-owned business local to Columbus who creates accessories that have intentional messaging. Our specialty are buttons. Buttons can be worn anywhere, on a shirt, on a book bag, on a hat. The beautiful thing about buttons is that you can change them and switch it up depending on your mood or the day. For election day, we wore a very intentional button. On my book bag, or my student's book bag, it says, "You are already intelligent, educate yourself." Buttons are empowering with the messages that we create. Again, we do them very intentionally. At the Purpose Driven Society, we're minding our Black-owned business and hope that you'll help mind ours too by doing business with us. Our buttons go for $3 for one, $5 for two, $7 for three. But if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're doing a special where you'll get an assortment of buttons for just $20 and we'll ship anywhere in the country. So again, that's the Purpose Driven Society. We can be reached at thepurposedrivensociety@outlook.com. Send us an email and we will put together a very intentional bag of buttons for you and ship it straight to your home. Happy Kwanzaa. Thanks for doing business with us.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray. Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. And we'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, and let's build together.
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic. Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Take a breath. Take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Fam, just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your or should water. I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your or should water. I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Take your breath. Take your breath. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Drink. 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 Come on. Come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Come on, pour it. Move your body. Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. What? Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Who the cap fits, let them wear it. Who the cap fits, let them wear it. You see, I throw me corn, then I call me foul. I say it chook, chook, chook. Cluck, cluck, cluck. Come on. Y'all know it. Who the cap fits, let them wear his Daily Toaster hat. Who the cap fits? Let them wear it. Great morning to each and every last one of you. Shouts out, I see Brother Kwame in the house. I see Mama Margarita. I see Mama Margarita out there. How you doing this morning? Yeah, she said no sound. Yeah, I'm seeing that too. What's going on? Check one, check two, check one, check two. All right, let's go back to my Yeti. Check one, check two, check one, check two. All right, they're getting sound now. Oh man, just like messing up on this stuff a long time gives you like you start looking around for the little clues and stuff. But yo, family, it is good to be gathered here with you once again so that we going to lift up these ancestors, have a little bit of conversation. I might even be able to do some probably not because I'm running kind of late because I want to get over to the adventure and do some work. So now I'm running late this morning because I woke up with a thought on my mind. I said, all right, cool. All right, cool. I'm learning how to use these social media platforms. I'm trying to increase the amount of postings that I'm doing on a daily basis. So I got one little short that I do on TikTok, right? I said, hey, I'm going to put another one up on TikTok. So I got to go and think about something I'm going to do for a daily, under a minute type thing. And you know I'm long-winded, so shit, a minute, good God almighty, minute's gone. So I went up and I created
created the intro and the exit for this video and stuff like that. So, and then also wrote a haiku. I didn't get a chance to do the blog this morning, but I will do the blog and get that to y'all in a timely manner. Okay? Let me make sure that everything is up on Spreaker. Make sure they're getting, okay, cool. They're getting the sound now. So let's go and let's just get started with the toast. Brother Kwame say, sounds good here. 20 seconds or so was, we only missed about 20 seconds. Okay. All right, cool. All right, we're going to go red. Almost done with the red. Okay. All right, family, let's get it. We're going to make a little transition. Nice little transition for you. Make sure you're in the mood. Make the transition. All right, we're about to go and lift up those ancestors. If there's any new people in the audience and you want to get your ancestors added to the list, by all means, please share them on the timeline or go on the inboxes on one of our pages, or just come over and get you an account on GNJ.media, GNJ.media, or Kwanzaa365.media, right? I don't know. See, there's a lot of stuff happening, so I don't know what the future holds for some of this stuff, right? Because it's like, yo, but as Gye-Nyame, we keep on building and keep on doing what we doing. And that's all you could do, right? All you could do is the best that you could do, and you do the best that you could do so that you could continue doing what you're doing, right? So here we go. First off, lifting up our glass and saluting the creator, by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We lift up the glass and we salute that creator, right? By whatever name you choose to call that creator, and by whatever word of power you choose to use. Here, I use Ashe. Lift it up. All right. From there, family, we're going to lift up our glass and we're going to toast our ancestors. These are our personal ancestors, our loved ones that lifted us up when we were not able to lift ourselves up, that changed us when we were not able to make it to the bathroom because we didn't even know that the bathroom existed, that taught us how to talk by their constant use of words and showed us how to walk by their constant use of locomotion, by allowing us to copy them and become who we are today. So we want to salute each and every last one of these ancestors, or at least the ones that we have on our list. And this is the list that combines us and makes us a tribe. So let's go ahead and let's run through it. We got Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert, Tex, Sandy Davis, Herman Brown, C. Rosalie, Chili, Georgia, William Walter, Chris, Benny, Gaston, Eileen, Alco, Chris, Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Havard Brown, Jenny Gaines, Herman Brown, the second, Barbara Twigs, Wash Ellis, Junior, Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tapper, John Falar, Montague, Pitt, Manel, Normal, X, Pet, Mott, Ra, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle, Hess, Grace Lundy, Inez Hayes, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling, Lucy Wright, there, Gail Pulling the Luxor Brothers, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, John Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Natalie Loretta Clark, Inez McCray, Fitz Clark, Frankie Justice, Kenny Justice, Eric Reddeman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lewis Henderson, Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Carolyn D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melville Hodge, Jr., Herman Copeland, Mitchell Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird B.D. Sarah Weather, B. the Farmer, Gosa, Sue Shell, Harvey, Charmaine, Evelyn Theodore, Hasbury, Harvey, Hasbury, Senior, Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Alda Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary, Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther, Keisha Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Spell, Slimmy Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sergeant Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, May Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Renee Thornton, Bernie Squells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Royal, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Levester Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs, the second Vita Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, T.D. Mon Aries, Gene and Ruth Jones, Janet Callahan. Whew, page 1. Now we move to page 2. We are on page 2. Here we go. We have William Walter West, Nigel Paris, Elder Basigi, Fulani, Jim, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Denise Waters, DePretis Hines, Honest Bostic, and the Boston, Winifred Scatterberry, Winifred Scatterberry, Winifred Scatterberry, Wilson Headley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling. I shouldn't have stopped. I was on the road. I was on the road, man. Winifred Scatterberry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wood, Fitty Brown, Roy Lee, Prithup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, either Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Ransom Evans Sr., I was right, Sam Evans Sr., I was right, Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren T. Finch. I might have got those. No, it's Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson, Jr., Kaneko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Akabuki. We got Reverend Roosevelt Word, the First Station Stratton, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Prince Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doe, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eulane Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet, McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Eno, Baby Hatch, Senior, Melly Miller, Ozzy Hashtag Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Axe Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Prince Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Jessup, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, May France, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heap Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Benella Albers, Molly Geraldine, Elizabeth Douglas Thompson, Ertin Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Rome Alls, West Stanton, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donna Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Benny Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruth Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekel Maha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Laura Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Albert, Mazery Coper, George Swan, Imania Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlie Morgan, Sybil Edwards, McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We also have the Black Book, and in our Black Book, we have more ancestors, and we are blessed to have them. We have Georgia Giles, James Carswell, got Roberta Adams, also known as our sister, Gabriel Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Johnson Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shank Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damien Todd, Stina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac, Condovine, Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joey, Ryan Ross, Riggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Robert Mickens, Eric Walker, Quay Sample, Candace Simmons, Severn Clayton. Woo, it's a breathing exercise. Y'all don't even get it. Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott, Sr., Elder Clarence Slump, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thorne, Johanna, Jason Jeanette, Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry S. Second, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alanti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem, and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Kareem Mackey, Victor Bowden. Woo! City Kitty Bird, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Towton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jill White, Jessica Carl White, Desi Woods, T.L.R. Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Andy Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Virginia Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha Damon, Ethel Marshall. We got Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James Lizzie Winston, Ava, Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Kofor, Ozell Leathers Jr. We got Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Toot the Don, Saber Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Mentor. We got Mary Smith, Juanette Florine Stiff Gibbs. We got Carl William Duncan Jr., Jenny Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Jerry Brown, Teresa Biddle, Levon Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brendan Porter. We got Craig Lee Jones. We got Granny Bewley. We got Papa Al Reese, Nana Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Raleigh, Mona, Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne, Patrice Turner. We got Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Herman Reeves, Pam Johnson, Vera, and Reeves Fisher. We got Jerry Johnson McCallum, also known as Mama Moon. We got Sheila Ann Lee. We got Panchita Al. We got Donald Brooks, Barbara Mose, Ida Spade, and Ira Branson. We got Eric Winston. We got Darren Bridges, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny, Charles Stevenson Jr., King Pleasant, Sarah Keith, Lena Shepard, Burdell Woodland, Mabel Haskins, Wilbur Shepard, Dennis Jackson. We got William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., and Edward Jones. We got Leslie Travis, Charlize Barnes, DeJuan Lewis Taylor, Madeline Yates, June Dandridge, Daisy Woodfork, Frederick Smith, James and Amanda Baldwin, and Linda Williams, Sally Williams, Vivian Stevenson, Irene Harris, Callie Williams, Abu Scales, Pat Williams, Miss Bertha Walker, Tony Ogletree, Grandma Marguerite, and Tracy Emery. Family, we have done it again. 5 years strong. We lift up our glass. We salute those ancestors. We salute them and we lift them high and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move from the past into the present moment. And the present moment right now, this day we are in is called Ujima. We want to salute and we want to lift up Ujima. We want to spread that Ujima love all around the world. And we want to give those Ujima babies a round of applause because you... Right? Ujima is, of course, all of the principles are necessary, and Ujima is one of those principles that makes Ujima is emoja in motion. Ujima is emoja in motion. Umoja without Ujima doesn't exist, and vice versa, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, family, Ujima, right? I'm asking you to turn on your reticular formation, go out and seek Ujima. And for those that are wondering, why is this brother constantly talking about these principles? And what does he mean that today is Ujima? And what does he mean that Ujima is a moja in motion? What is this man talking about? Can somebody help me? Yes, somebody can. And all you got to do is go and check out the e-course. It's free. There is no obligations. All you got to do is check out the e-course, and you can learn and understand what we're talking about here on Gye-Nyame Journey Media. You get the little pieces of the philosophy, little pieces, because we try to make sure that people know. And there is no obligation, so don't feel obligated to purchase anything. We give away a lot of stuff for free. You get all you need just tuning in to some of our broadcasts, because we have some pretty conversations. Some of them clean and some of them not so clean. But that's sort of how life is, isn't it? Isn't life in certain areas very immaculate and clean, and in other sides it's kind of disgusting and dirty? You understand what I'm saying? I mean, that's like balance. I once asked a question to one of to one of my elders. Never really got a satisfactory answer. Because we was talking about the scales of my eye, and they said that your heart need to balance out with a feather. And I said, so if your heart is too heavy, it drops and it's eaten, and you basically pooped out and you got to live life again. At least that's the high temp version, right? The monster eats you up, and he go through the digestive system, he reconfigures you and poop you out, and you got to live again. That's high temp version. This version is not. The opinion spoken by this person is solely those of Brother Hatim and Gye-Nyame Journey takes. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that guy. We got to come up with that. Whatever. But anyway. So I asked the question, I said, well, damn, if the heart is too heavy, it's cast to the side. Can a person's heart be too light? And everybody just looked at me because, that's one of those high tail questions. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, if the shit could be too heavy and it's thrown off the scale, can it be too light? We talking about balance, right? But it seems that we only want to focus on one side of the balance. We only want to focus on the parts that make us comfortable about the balance. We don't want to look at the whole balance, right? Balance means balance. That means that it's not too good, not too bad, not too white, not too black. You know what I'm saying? There is a balance. That's what that means. And I think some people do not understand that or grasp that. That means there's not too much peace and not too much war. Balance. Some of the stuff that I think people are trying to practice is so pure that I think it makes us miss life and also miss the so-called afterlife. Goddamn shame. I honestly believe. But hey, that's me. But anyway, back to Ujima. Ujima, for those that don't understand, Ujima means collective work and responsibility. Righteousness is the myotic principle of the day. Respect is that what we teach the young people, the M7. Blue, as you can see by my Blunt Talk shirt, is the color. Vibration is the Hermetic law. Male name is Kwaku. Female is Akua. Mama Margarita throws it up. She said, Ujima, collective work and responsibility to build and maintain our communities together and make our sister and brother problems our problems and solve them together. Ujima, blue, balance. All right. Let's get it. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Okay, cool. So we lift up our glass. We salute this moment. We salute this moment because in this moment we have the ability to do something that a lot of other beings can't do. We have the ability to choose. Family, I'm asking you, what are you choosing in this moment? What are you choosing to do in this moment? Will you build or will you destroy? You know what I'm saying? Or will you bring it into balance and do a little bit of both? I'm sorry. I'm on one this morning. I'm feeling good. It's a great day. It's cold outside and I got to go out into the elements and track down babies. I am the child whisperer. I should have got a call from Rochester, New York, because I could have calmed that young lady down. It would have took a couple of minutes and a little bit of patience and a couple of black person eye popping and stuff like that, using my eye magic. You know those looks that black parents got where you able to give them that look, and you just got to find the frequency to get a child to look so she would calm down. They wouldn't have had to pepper spray the baby if they would have brought in a child whisperer. Right? Somebody understand a child is a child and not say something dumb like, you're acting like a child.
I'm so proud of that baby. She said, I am a child. I'm so proud. Let's get that baby in Rochester, New York, whatever her name is, a round of applause, because she not only gave the right response, but she demonstrated to the world and to all of us what happens when you face pure foolishness, fear, prejudice, right? And you face them off with truth. You end up suffering, family. My Margarita, shouts out, she liked the stream. Our son Kwaku was born on Ujima, June 12, 1973. So we have Brother Kwaku. We got a Kwaku in the house. All right. I forgot where I was. Okay, cool. Toast in the moment. We lift it up. Male name for the day is Kwaku. Female name is Akua. Thank you for getting me back on track. Family, we move to the future generations. We toast our children, our children's children, on to infinity, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? A very simple journey. From there, we move to all of our relations. We toast, and we say, Ashe. From there, we go to this space right here. You ready? Are you ready? You listening? You listening, right? This is for you. Those of you out there that's out there doing the hustle, out there that's grinding for our people, and you need to recharge. Take this moment to recharge yourself. What is it that you need in this moment to move towards your greatness? We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move from the selfish toast, we move to that tribal toast. Who is your tribe? Who is your accountability group? Who helps keep you in line? Who looks out for you? Who checks on you? Who is it? Right? Lift them up. My tribe is Gye-Nyame. I lifted it up. We say, Ashe. From there, family. Last but not least, I want to toast the most magnificent, most marvelous, most uplifting, most outstanding, most beautiful, wisest, bravest, and the most impressive person in the room right now. I want to lift my glass up to you. We want to give it up for you. Let's give it up for her. Come on now. Come on, give it up. Come on, where my crowd at? Come on. Give it up. Lift it up for you. Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. And also, along with that 100 years, I also. Are you ready? I also want to say Cat In, because this is our thing. Right? Cat In, that's what that means. Our thing. Right? So we lift up our glass. Boom. All right. Family, I'm going to pour a little bit. Well, I'm going to take a little sip first. I need to cut it. Woo! Lord have mercy. All right, let's see. What do we got going on? Oops.
Oh, it's time
Hold
to
on.
grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here,
Easy
Kid
mistake,
Magic.
simple mistake.
Kid Magic
That's
rhyme.
all it is.
Shots out. Here we go.
Drink your water. We're busting out. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
All right. Now, family, I have found a young sister through TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Because I started TikTok, and I don't know what they call it. You know what I'm saying? But I found this young sister on TikTok. This girl is cold-blooded. I love when the words of wisdom is dripping off the lips of a young person. Good God Almighty. Let's go and check her out. You can follow her on YouTube as well. Her name...
I talked about mentally transmitted diseases, and I think a lot of us may be sick. I mean, we have to be mentally sick to try to cancel a black man in order to defend white men who ain't done a damn thing for us and probably never will. White supremacists have historically been liars and deceivers who put us against each other so we never see the hidden hand of our true enemy. We've watched them lie on Jesus, make us believe God was white so we would hate ourselves. We've watched them try to erase us from history, shut the nose off the Sphinx, burn down libraries in Africa. We've watched them poison us, inject us with syphilis, pump atrazine into our food and our water. We've watched them transform slavery into the prison industrial complex while convincing us black women that our men deserve to be there. Yet we trust them. We put all our faith in them and slander those who question them and rightfully demand more. Why? Ask yourself if you're suffering from the mentally transmitted disease called white supremacy.
Man, that little sister spit some fire, right? Her name is Erica Lachey. You can find her on YouTube as well as on TikTok, right? Sometimes you got to do some wisdom mining, which means you got to go through some mess in order to find a jewel. And right here, Miss Erica Lachey is a jewel. And if you are on YouTube, you can find her. Her name on, I think her name is Think Kings or something like that. But, you know, like I said, go to the video. You can find her name. Girl is cold. Girl is cold. That's the second one I didn't like of hers. All right, so once again, we've been following what's been going on with this Reddit group. Now, family, please understand. So now this is what I love. Now, check this out. Now, you hearing about GameStop. You hearing about AMC. You hearing about BlackBerry, right? And what's going on. But at the core of this is a stubborn minority of individuals that may really, really have an affection for GameStop. That's what I don't think a lot of people understand. There was a stubborn minority, and it's a stubborn minority who is hanging on. Now, you are going to get vultures and certain people who claim to be brilliant that's going to be coming in and trying to take advantage of the love that these individuals have for the GameStop or the love for what they're doing. See, because now it could be GameStop and it could be that they really, really want to give it to, they want to whoop on Wall Street, which they did. They did an excellent job. But you got a few that are hanging in there because they did it not because of the money. They did it because of the principle. They did it because they believe in it. They did it because they're a stubborn minority. And if this does not show you that a stubborn minority is what changes the world, I don't know what will. Not only, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I just want you to think about this. You had a group of people on an internet feed where they had conversation and arguments. All decide, or let's say a core of them decided, and everybody else went with them. Now you got people, I made a bunch of money off of this and blah, blah, blah. You need to invest in stocks and blah, blah, blah. If that's not you, then don't do it. Don't jump in it just because you think you're going to make a lot of money. Jump into it because it's something that you genuinely want to do. But don't mess with GameStop right now. I'm just saying. Or AMC, or, you know what I'm saying? It might not be opportune right now, right? If that's what you're looking for. That's not the opportunity you're looking for right now. But the point I'm trying to make, it was a group of a stubborn minority who decided to make a change or to take a stand. I don't know which one it is, but it's a group in there and they hanging on. And they losing money right now. They hanging on, right? But anyway, let's keep it moving. Black people in history, little known figures to know. Now, the first one, the reason I posted this up, this is from CNN. They probably say staff again. It took the whole staff to write Black history. Let's see. Published February 1st. All right, we won't read all that, but I wanted to read February 3rd. Major Taylor. For those of you that happen to walk around Columbus, look at that good-looking black man. Man, see, he got his part in the middle. I got mine on the side, you know. Look at him, all right? Now, for those that don't know, let's read full biography, because I want y'all to check out this brother, right? Because some of these names should be kind of familiar, like Griggs. Oh, my fault. This is Brandon Griggs. This is written by Brandon Griggs,
But anyway, I'm gonna shut up. But go and check this out because I wanted to point this one out specifically because this dude has something to do with Columbus. For those of you that walk around the parks in Columbus, you might see a sign, especially over there by the Swinging Bridge, where they talk about Major Taylor. Let's go and read a little bit about Major Taylor. Cycling is viewed mostly as a white sport, but one of the fastest men ever to race on two wheels was Marshall Walter Major Taylor. That's a hell of a name, Marshall Walter Major Taylor. Okay. An American who dominated sprint cycling in the late 1800s and early 1900s. A hugely gifted rider. Taylor won the first amateur race he entered at 14. He turned professional 4 years later and continued winning races, most of them sprints around oval tracks at Madison Square Garden and other arenas in the eastern U.S. Soon Taylor was competing in races across Europe and Australia, becoming the second black athlete to win a world championship in any sport. He did this all while battling bitter racial prejudice, often from white cyclists who refused to compete against him or tried to harm him during races. One rival, after losing to Taylor in Boston, attacked him and choked him unconscious. In most of my races, I not only struggle for victory, but also for my very life and limb, Taylor wrote in his autobiography. But this didn't stop him from setting world records, drawing huge crowds, and becoming perhaps the first black celebrity athlete. This dude from Columbus, I think. Now, somebody correct me, because I know somebody out there know. But we have a sign of him out in a park in Columbus. Let me go on over here and check the chat real quick, because I know somebody out here will correct me. But I wanted to share this because I see Major Taylor every time I go out there. Every time I go out to the park. Shouts out to Major Taylor. Marshall Walter Major Taylor. That's a hell of a name. All right, let's see. What's going on in the chat? I need to go and pull it up. Where the chat at? Don't want to get rid of that. I have to get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Keep that. Restream chat. Boom. There we go. Open in browser. All right. There we go. All right, cool. So y'all see it? Y'all got it right here at Gye-Nyame Journey. You gonna check that article out. There's some other people in there. So yesterday I replayed a couple of videos about the computers and stuff, because me and Cleve, actually you get to see me and Cleve build a computer. I just want people out there to know that, black folks build computers too. Yes, we do. Yeah, me and Cleve sat there and built one. And up here I got the computer blues. And then also Gigi takes over again. So Gigi wants to be social media influencer. I'm not gonna stand in her way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna stand in her way. All right. So tonight we will be broadcasting Blunt Talk. Yep. We're gonna be doing it now. If you want to really listen to a good description of what happened with the GameStop thing and Robin Hood and all that, because it's a whole bunch of fuckery and bitchcraft involved with it, go and check out my man here, Pat. I can't remember his last name, but I don't always agree with what he say, but he does give good information, and he gives you some things to think about. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with all his views, but it's cool. What's this? Oh, the wasp and the snake. Yeah, I was practicing on streaming stuff yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Politics as usual. This is one of my original.
I wish I was marching right along with you.
Let's see.
Take good care of yourself. We all love you too.
Let me start it over for y'all. Some of y'all probably seen it, but I'm going to play it anyway. I got to go and get myself out the way. Standing in my own way. That's what I usually do. Stand in your own way, Brother Hatim. Why you always in your own way? Let's try it again. Let's try it from the top, because I want y'all to see this. Let's start it over.
I wish I was marching right along with you. Father, take good care of yourself. We all love you, son. I want you folks to guard and protect this plantation. I've never been a bad master to you, and you've never been bad slaves. What will happen to you, what will happen to all of us, depends upon the wisdom of Almighty God. This Sally will be your mistress. My son Middleton will be your master. Now that's all I have to say. Into your hands I commend us all.
Let me ask you something. You all been slaves long enough, ain't you?
Yeah.
You want what belongs to you?
Yeah.
Is you gonna take what belongs to you?
Yeah.
You're gonna sit around here till somebody eats it all up. Well, listen. All this is yours. Go and get it.
Look at them part like the Red Sea. They party like the Red Sea.
Who says they're not going to work on this plantation?
I does.
Can you get off this plantation?
Who say so?
Old Master says so.
Old Master no say no more. Abraham Lincoln sang. Hallelujah! Abraham Lincoln signed the army of the Lord. Freedom's come. We ain't slaves no more.
I don't say you should be slaves, but I do say you must work if you want to eat. And if you want to be happy, you can't go stealing things that don't belong to you.
So don't let her pull the wool over your eyes. She wants to keep on working. That's right. How, kiddo?
The Yankees will free you from work. You'll have to work whether you're free or not.
Oh,
You're telling lies.
oh, she slapped the shit out of him. What'd he do? How dare you?
How dare you? Cato, you don't know these Yankee people. This is your home. Why do you want to destroy your own home? Why, Cato, you used to take care of me when I was
What a little girl. Let's stop. Let's stop. All right, family, I just want y'all to see. That's that next level. Y'all see that next level politics, the guilt, and you should, and blah, blah, blah. You got people running around grabbing shit that they, it's just like it. No. I just had this.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black.
But
not
that
just
is
for
my
the African
swan call. It's time for me to go.
Of the Greek,
I will see.
The Greek was so
God Almighty.
affected
Can I
by
talk,
the
man?
Africans.
Hold on,
That
Elder.
the goddess
Hold on.
of chastity was a
I'm
black
talking about
woman,
ancestor, I mean.
The goddess
Hold on,
of
man.
wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a...
Hold on, man. Hold on. We know. Right? So, family, I want to thank y'all for joining us. I'm about to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Remember, politics is, they got politics as usual. Don't fall for the politics as usual. You see that, y'all done pointed it out in the old slave movies. They want you to feel guilty. You used to take care of me when I was a child. Bobo. Don't fall for it, right? In any facet of your life. Because there's foolishness going on out here, family. But yo, this is Brother Hatim. I want to thank each and every last one of you. And I am out.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black. Not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her is Circe, who's represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is a
Bargani, Bombskin & Co. is the true definition of self-care, self-love, and repeat. We are what we create in this life. Bombskin & Co. chooses to create something innovative and unforgettable. Check out our website for more information.
Spirit Over Flesh LLC is a wellness-based business where we heal through words. I'm Tiandra. I'm the founding servant leader. It is a Black-owned, woman-owned business that was founded in Ohio, but that can serve the world. Through virtual sessions, either by phone or video conference, we have a conversation. We always start with a 15-minute consult where we just make sure that I learn a little bit about you, you learn some about me, and then we schedule some time to be intentional about your wellness journey. During the time, it's about education and empowerment. You are your own best doctor from within. So I'm literally someone who is just intentional in the space and drawing questions out of you to get you further on your wellness journey. Sessions are typically starting at $80, But if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're going to go ahead and take 20% off. It's about getting you well so that we can be well. Right? Kujichagulia and Ujima, collective responsibility. So grateful for the opportunity to support you in your wellness journey. If you're interested, go to my website, spiritoverfleshllc.com. There's a button that says Let's Connect. Fill out the form, and I'll get right back to you. Again, that's spiritoverfleshllc.com. I look forward to supporting you in your wellness journey and healing through words.
Are you heading out of town or have a special occasion? What about birthdays, anniversaries, or reunions? Get the best deals and inexpensive rental car rates, mid-size sedans, compact cars, and more. We have a variety of fleet vehicles to accommodate any and all of your rental car needs. Make a reservation today at your local budget rental car on Hamilton Road in Whitehall. Call 614-863-7500.
Happy Kwanzaa. I'm Carla, and my sister Karen and I own Two Natural Sisters. We've been in business for 5 years, and we sell a line of natural bath, body, and candle products. Let's take a look. Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram, at Two Natural Sisters. All items that are in stock will be shipped within 24 to 48 hours. As a promotional item, we offer a CD of Black romantic poetry of self-love and coupled love, and 50% discount on Sister Locks, Brother Locks by consultant Sapphire Donetta Mahadi. If you have any questions, you can reach us at customer care at twonaturalsisters.com. Enjoy and happy Kwanzaa.
What's going on? My name is Doe. I am the owner and creator of Madeline Gin. Madeline Gin is best described as a celebratory art experience that exudes hella blackness. Initially, the company was founded to provide a luxurious but affordable art experience, and it's since transformed itself into something a bit more spiritual. By walking in what I believe to be my truth, I've been able to get in contact with my ancestors and use my platform and my art, my gift, to tell their untold stories. I do that by using different textures, by utilizing different mediums, colors, and just making things pop out so that it's open for interpretation. I love creating, and I can't wait to be of service to you. Thank you.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I'm a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
The Purpose Driven Society is a Black-owned, woman-owned business local to Columbus who creates accessories that have intentional messaging. Our specialty are buttons. Buttons can be worn anywhere, on a shirt, on a book bag, on a hat. The beautiful thing about buttons is that you can change them and switch it up depending on your mood or the day. For election day, we wore a very intentional button. On my book bag, my student's book bag, it says, "You are already intelligent, educate yourself." Buttons are empowering with the messages that we create. Again, we do them very intentionally. At the Purpose Driven Society, we're minding our Black-owned business and hope that you'll help mind ours too by doing business with us. Our buttons go for $3 for one, $5 for two, $7 for three. But if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're doing a special where you'll get an assortment of buttons for just $20, and we'll ship anywhere in the country. So again, that's the Purpose Driven Society. We can be reached at thepurposedrivensociety@outlook.com. Send us an email, and we will put together a very intentional bag of buttons for you and ship it straight to your home. Happy Kwanzaa. Thanks for doing business with us.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray. Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. And we'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, and let's build together.